Hey, what's up, guys? Me and Killy are back to talk about some more Guilty Gear Strive news. We had a giant stream, Killy. We had cosplayers, we had pro players, we had a bunch of new character reveal trailers, new UI, a bunch of information, and even a release date finally after it was announced that the game was delayed. So, a lot of information today.
Yeah,
So, really
yeah.
exciting. Let's get straight to it. First off, the release date for Guilty Gear Strive will be so far on April 9th, 2021. So it's actually a lot sooner than I thought. That's near
Mhm.
the first quarter of the year. And we'll also get an opportunity to get the game 3 days or an early access 3 days early if we purchase this special or ultimate edition. They have two extra versions of this game with some extra content. Uh,
Mhm.
but they're gonna be careful about it though, Killy, because they don't want the spoilers and all that when this early access starts, and they're gonna close some things off. Like first off, you only have a little bit of access to the story mode. I think it's the prologue. Did you hear what
Yeah,
exactly it was?
there's a slide set specifically the prologue.
Oh, okay. We also had I think two characters that were closed off as well because we know the total amount of characters at launch are 15 characters now. Um,
Yep.
and and then we have the online is closed off as well. So you can't, but everyone's gonna be in training mode anyways when this game comes out. So
Yeah.
that's the way it's gonna be. So this early access too. We also have an announcement of already a season pass coming. So that we know they're gonna use a season pass format, and they already said that the first season pass is gonna have 5 extra characters on top of that. So we'll have 20 characters by the time season 1 is finished. We also have like new stages coming, some kind of color swap. What was that about?
Yeah, so they're gonna color swap Kai and Soul, so they have their color palettes, but also changes the effects of their moves. So there's a screenshot of Soul and Kai's color costume, and then his gun
Okay.
flame is blue instead of red. Yeah, so that's kind of interesting. And then they also said there's going to be an extra story content as well with the season pass.
Okay.
You'll
And
get that if you pre-order the special or ultimate editions, it comes with the season pass as well.
yeah, there's like some artwork too for that ultimate edition as well. And
Yeah, they said a digital soundtrack, a digital art book, and I forget what else.
pretty much what you'd expect, right?
Yeah,
Pretty much what you'd
yeah.
expect. And too bad no giant like replica sword of like Soul Bad Guy or something insane. uh oh, we also have an open beta announcement too, another beta coming. So I'm
Yeah,
excited for that.
so they said the open beta is going to be in early 2021, but they didn't have any dates just yet. If you pre-order the game on the PSN store, you also get 1 day early access to that open beta.
But
And sorry, and they also confirmed an arcade version because they're going to do location testing soon.
really? Oh, that's interesting. That's really cool actually. That's good.
Yeah.
But it's all going to be released simultaneously, or is the arcade going to be delayed compared to the console version? Do you even know?
No idea. They didn't
That's
make any
interesting because
announcements
usually
on that.
arcade versions of these games come out first, right? So
Yeah,
it's
usually like a year ahead.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Okay, so also I heard that like if Steam user or PC users, you guys get boned, it's going to be PSN only for that early access, right? Or is the open
Yeah,
beta?
the slide said the early access is not available for the Steam version.
Okay. PSN store only. Have to keep that in
Mhm.
mind. All right, all right. So that
Yeah,
that's really
and
interesting.
PS4 and PS5 and crossplay between PS4 and PS5.
Okay. Well, that open beta test could be important, Killy, because we need to test out that rollback netcode for sure. They're going to be testing it.
They
So that
better have the rollback net code for
oh,
that
dude,
open
they're
beta
gonna
test.
have to. They're gonna have to. And that's like I said, that's gonna decide a lot of things. That's what a lot of people want to get the information on is how good the online play is in the game, and we get to see the new lobby system as well, which I'm excited to see.
Yeah.
We'll see how innovative it is this time.
Have a Hotel 2.0.
Yeah, yeah.
Electric Boogaloo.
Well, speaking of changes, actually, so we had the pro players play. I think they only got a couple hours each to get ready for the game or whatever. We saw some
Mhm.
good character variety and some good like no, I wouldn't say high level matches, but some good gameplay. And we noticed that they changed the UI. We noticed they changed some of the character select screen. I know, Kill, you were talking about before. You didn't like the character select screen. Uh,
Yeah, the character select screen was very the color palette was very Nintendo-ish, for
yeah,
lack
I
of a
think you
better
compared to
word,
Smash or something like
or
that.
like Mario Kart or something.
Mario Kart. Okay, do you like it better now?
It's a little bit better. I mean, it's very simplified now, and they didn't keep the character classifications right on the menu. But if you select the characters, you'll see that whether they're balanced, tricky, how hard they are to use, etc.
Right, right. I mean, I'm sure they're gonna still change it maybe one or two more times before the game is released. But what about the UI? This is way more important though. The UI has been one of the biggest complaints about the game. And
Well, it's like very minor change to the UI. Like the big thing is they didn't they no longer move. Like all the gauges, the
yeah,
portraits and stuff like that, they no longer move with the health bar.
yeah.
Which was the biggest complaint that everyone had. So that's good, but the overall visual design is like exactly the same. And then the risk gauge is still pretty small. So
It's small. Yeah, it is really. You know what? It's funny you mentioned that because I was looking through the footage. I'm like, where is the wrist gauge? It was pretty
it's
small.
literally invisible until it starts filling up. That's the only time you can tell.
Right, right. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, like, plus the risk gauge is very important in this time around in this game. I mean, I guess it always was important, but it's really important in this game. You know.
Yeah.
So, and then at least the burst gauge, like I said, at least your eyes aren't wandering around the screen looking for where the hell it is. At least it's in one spot. So, but yeah, you are right. The UI does still look very. They want that simple look because remember they were
Yeah.
talking about in those interviews before that they wanted to be easy to understand or not too crazy, right?
I
But
don't really mind the simple look of the UI, but yeah, the, the visual design could be better.
yeah, it's a step in the right direction. Well, they're definitely gonna get some more feedback now after they've seen this recent gameplay footage. But yeah, let's talk about the characters now, man. So since we last covered, I didn't think we covered Leo. Leo was announced recently, and
Yeah, so the
how do you feel
last
about Leo returning? By the way, the
oh
Unga
god,
Bunga.
don't get me started.
Dude, that I mean, Leo's a character that you taught me like when Guilty Gear Xrd first came out because he's a really simple character, and so I'm not surprised that he's returning. But damn, man, he looks pretty much the same too in terms of his moveset and stuff.
Yeah, they didn't really change him, so he's still pretty much intact. Like the transition's pretty much the easiest thing I've seen from the other characters.
His back stance looks weird. It looks kind of hard to tell when he's in back stance. I don't know if that's just me. I'm getting old, or it's kind of weird the
I think
way it is.
I
I don't
think
know.
it's you because it's pretty easy to tell.
It is okay. Maybe I am just getting
Check
old.
flips around, man.
No, dude, I'm telling you though, because I'm looking at the weapons when they're crossed. When he
Mhm.
crosses them, that's how I tell the back stance, not actually his
Oh.
back. So I don't know. Don't ask me, killer. It's a Street Fighter player watching. I don't know. But
Yeah.
he's got some new
I
move
mean,
too, where he has like some kind of hellfire thing that goes up. It kind of looks like Potemkin's old move from
yeah,
Xrd.
yeah. Yeah, that's new, and then they gave him a command grab in back turn stance, which is like,
Oh
what?
my god, really?
Yeah,
Oh
it's like a
boy.
dashing command grab too.
Oh boy. Nice, nice. So high, low, command grab, guard crush. Great.
I don't even know if he still has the high. It doesn't look like he has the high anymore.
I see the stomp, the axe kick, but I just don't know if it still has that property, right?
It
That's
it still has the unblockable property
oh,
because we saw
okay.
that yesterday, and then but you can up back it actually now.
Oh, okay, okay. So then we also showed off the samurai dude. What's his name? It's like Nagoriyuki. I don't know. Kill it. What's his name?
Nagoriyuki.
Okay. And this dude is big. This dude is big,
Oh,
Killy. When I saw the trailer for him, I thought he was like way smaller, but he's like a giant. He's
yeah,
huge.
he's huge. Yeah, so this is the character that was shown at Evo, when they first announced Strive,
Yeah.
and then he's a vampire also.
Of course. Of course he is. Does he have any of
uh,
Slayer's moves?
he's got those command dashes.
Oh, okay. Does he have a
So
bite? Any type of bite?
yeah, he's got the bite as well. And he has this blood mechanic.
Oh my god.
Um, so
Vampire
like the
samurai.
so
Jeez.
so his his blood gauge fills up, and then when it's fully filled, he goes like berserk,
Uh-huh.
which has some sort of not good property on startup or whatever. But then afterwards, it's like has a positive property to it, but I'm not sure of the exact details.
Cool.
Goichi kind of mentioned it lightly,
Yeah.
but yeah, his movement's limited. He doesn't have an actual. I think he said he didn't have a dash. His walk speed's really slow,
Oh yeah,
and
he's
he
like
doesn't
Potemkin,
have.
right? where he doesn't have the
Yeah,
air dash or whatnot.
yeah, he doesn't have an air dash, and I don't think he has a double jump. I could be wrong on that though.
Okay. His
So his
normals look
movement,
really long though, because he has got the sword and such, right? The katana.
yeah, his range, it kind of reminds me of Hawkman basically from Blaze Blue. He's got
Oh,
really good
actually, that's a good
range,
comparison.
limited movement, and the command dash is really strong.
Right.
And Koichi said you can cancel specials into specials with him, just like Hawkman in
Interesting.
his mode.
Yeah. That character looks really cool. But then they announced another character in the stream today, a brand new character named Giovanna. Is that
Yeah,
how you pronounce it?
this threw me off. Like no one was predicting a brand new character to the franchise. This is very very interesting.
Yeah, and people love her already, of course.
She looks like an SNK character. Like a lot of comparisons to Vanessa from King of Fighters,
Right. Right. And
and then she's
they
got the
said this should be
dog.
good for beginners, so that's nice. That's interesting as well.
It's
And
like the jam function.
yeah, and she's got a lot of kicks, like a lot of kick attacks that I'm seeing.
Yeah,
Like a ton of kick attacks.
you can pet the dog.
Mhm.
Everyone's already her shoes have
The
her
doggo picks.
the soles of her shoes has like a dog paw.
I like the big pants she's wearing. The big parachute pants. I like it.
Yeah, the baggy pants.
Yeah. I like that style. It's cool. Yeah, so she'll be interesting pick for maybe an idea for people who pick up the game for a beginner character for her. And oh, we also got to see some more Millia gameplay too, because Millia is another a character that I was thinking of picking up too when the game comes out. Is
Yeah,
Millia.
yeah. So they made some pretty big changes to Millia too, according to Dogra. She doesn't have pin anymore. That's huge. Millia without pin is it's a big thing.
She needs it
That
to lock you down, right?
it was like a neutral tool, right? And
Mm.
as well as a knockdown tool in her combos.
Oh, okay.
So like when she's in the air, you have to respect the fact that she had pin, right? Because then she can throw it out, and that like beats a lot of. It's like a really good air to ground approach. So you always have to be careful on the ground while she's in the air, and she had pin. But now that she doesn't have it, it's like it changes things up for sure.
Right.
But her JH looks really strong. She's got a new super as well. You saw it in the exhibition matches yesterday. It's like this big projectile disc that travels horizontally.
Yeah.
What else did they give her? She's got that new command jump thingy with the rose. Has a hitbox on it. Dora
Yeah.
is saying that was really strong.
A lot of cool
Uh,
animations.
yeah, a lot of new stuff with her. So, but yeah, a lot of changes as well.
And finally, after we got the Giovanna trailer, we finally got another character teaser, and it was Angie finally returning to the game.
Yeah, so this is one of like I'm not a big fan of Angie, but I'm okay with this. Like the one thing I wanted was like an older Guilty Gear character that didn't make it into Xrd to get added to Strive. So it
Yeah.
was like we had like Zappa, Angie, whatever, a bunch of other characters that could have been added. Angie has his own fan base, that's fine. So
Yeah.
I'm okay with his reveal. And then the last, since we know there's 15 characters, there's still one more character to be revealed. So we have no
Right.
idea who that is.
Right. Hopefully, it's another classical favorite, man. That'd be awesome. But it's good. We got a good mix, man. We got a classic character coming, and then we got a brand new character, so that's good. 15 characters. I mean, some people might say it's on the low side, but these characters, like the design of these characters, are very robust. All these characters are very distinct, so I'm
I
not too
mean,
worried about it.
they were designed from the ground up, like like the character model, animation, stuff like that. That development time takes a lot of time, so I can understand why we have a smaller roster here.
Mm-hmm.
And then whatever doesn't make it in the base roster, we got 5 DLC characters as per the standard of fighting games nowadays.
Yeah.
Season passes.
Yeah.
So
And
whoever doesn't make it here, you can always hope for a DLC later down the road. At least you know that the game is getting supported for years to come.
yeah.
So maybe your character eventually. There's no more like guess hoping for like a new iteration, like from Xrd Sign to Rev and stuff like that, and hope your character gets added or something after the fact. No, we know season support, so 5 characters, whatever a season, and then hopefully your character gets added in
Yeah.
one of those seasons.
So next stop, Killy, last character trailer. Then we'll test out this open beta. Hopefully, a lot of the characters are available in that open beta. We'll test out that netcode, and then I'll see you in April, pretty much in 2021. So
Yep.
that is the forecast, guys. Let us know in the comments below, what do you think of Guilty Gear so far? Do you guys like the new UI changes? What about the brand new character they announced? And who do you want as the last 15th character? And yeah, as usual, me and Killy will keep you posted. Nice seeing you again, Killy. And we'll see you guys next time. Take care, guys.
See you in 2027.
See you guys.